So with the province's stay-at-home order in effect, the list of activities your kids can engage in over this spring break is limited. But Jeff Richmond is camp director at Evolve Camps, and he is here to offer a suggestion or two. Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Good morning. Nice to see you, Tim.
Yeah, you too. I guess it's tough for you too, because you would normally be running tons of camps throughout March break or spring break.
Yeah, it's hard, but the skate parks are obviously still open, and we recommend that if the province is okay with getting your kids outside, that they're using the public skate parks to their advantage.
Well, what you're seeing more and more at these skate parks is people aren't using skateboards anymore. They're using these scooters.
Yeah, scooters is definitely a hot commodity these days. It used to be maybe 2-to-1 skateboards, maybe even just 5 years ago, and now we're looking at maybe 1-to-1 skateboards and scooters in terms of participation in the skate parks.
Are they safe? I'm just going to put it like that. Let's start there.
Yeah, maybe 15, 20 years ago when they used to collapse, or maybe even when I was using it, 20 years ago, they used to collapse. Now they don't collapse, and so they're designed for trick scootering. We call them pro scooters, and so they don't collapse. And so the tricks that you sort of see on the screen right now are meant for this type of scooter. So yes, they're safe.
Okay, let's start. If somebody's youngster wants to get going in it, a few of the safety things. Obviously, a helmet would be number one.
A helmet is number one. A skateboard or scooter type helmet is recommended. The difference between a bike helmet and a skateboard style helmet is that a skateboard style helmet is meant for multiple impacts, whereas a bike helmet is actually designed just for that single impact, and the foam actually breaks down to protect your head. With a bike helmet. For skateboard, scooter helmets, they're meant for, again, multiple impact or multiple collisions.
Okay, so I'm looking at the video that I'm looking at now. Some of the kids don't have like elbow pads or knee pads. Where's your suggestion on that for let's say a beginner?
Yeah, good question. I would recommend any beginner gets the full set, and there's one just above me over my shoulder. That's a 3-pack set of helmet, knee pads, and knee pads, elbow pads, and wrist guards, and of course your helmet. For any beginner, we recommend at Evolve Camps, anyone under the age of 12 is fully protected with those 3 sets of pads, and then obviously wearing a helmet. For 12 and older, once you have a little bit more experience, then we recommend the knee pads and helmet, and then the elbow pads and wrist guards start to become optional.
We're running out of time. Quickly, what's etiquette when it comes to skate parks with these scooters?
Definitely is something we teach at camp is skate park etiquette. But letting folks know, letting other people know when you're in the skate park that you're dropping in is a common saying. So dropping in when you're sort of going off of one of the ramps, just to let all the skateboarders and scooter riders know that you're coming into the park. And, waiting your turn. The flow of the skate park is not something that a beginner will pick up on their first or second day in the park. So just watching how others interact in the park and just waiting your turn and letting everyone else know when you're about to stomp your next trick.
Stomp your next trick, is that another term?
That's definitely a term. So,
good. Look at me, I'm learning all this stuff, right? I can go home to my 5-year-old and was like, hey, you doing any stomping with your scooter today there, bud? Lastly, let's give a shout out to Evolve Camps. So are you guys doing anything right now or looking ahead to the summer?
Yeah, we actually didn't run any programs in summer 2020, so it was quite sad. We actually have the permission from the different provincial governments across Canada, but we sort of took the high road. This summer, we are planning on running maybe 50-60% capacity. We're in every major city across Canada. Closest to the GTA, we're in Toronto and Burlington in York Region. And we're running camps basically all 9 weeks of the summer. Hopefully,
awesome.
The provincial governments and the pandemic allow for it.
Thanks for the tips and for the terminology. Jeff Richmond from evolvecamps.com to get more info on that.